You know, there are these moments that just shatter your world in the best way possible, like that rainy Tuesday morning when I, John Harlan, sat in my home office in Austin, Texas, staring at the security feed, my coffee going cold as I watched my 8-year-old son tummy wheelchair-bound since birth, silent as a shadow push himself up on those wobbly legs and take his first real steps, all because of some upbeat jazz tune blasting from the living room. And there, in the corner, was our new housekeeper, Sarah Jenkins, swaying like she owned the place. No clue she'd just flipped our lives upside down. I rewound it 3 times, heart pounding. How could this happen after years of specialists, therapies, and me pouring every dime into fixes that never stuck? Tommy had always been this quiet puzzle, eyes sharp but mouth sealed shut, no laughs, no tantrums, just watching the world like he was judging it from afar. His mom bailed when he was 3, couldn't handle the doctor's grim outlook on his cerebral palsy, leaving me buried in board meetings to drown out the guilt, the emptiness echoing through our sprawling ranch-style house. It started subtle. You see, Sarah showed up a month earlier, recommended by our old nanny who'd retired, saying this woman from Mississippi had that special grit from raising her own kids through hell. I didn't care about her backstory. I just needed someone reliable, not another nanny with flashcards and forced smiles. Sarah rolled in with a duffel bag, a stack of vintage blues records, and this worn photo of her 2 sons, flashing a grin that said she'd seen worse than a messy kitchen. She didn't poke at Tommy, didn't coo over him like he was fragile glass. No, she'd chatter away while scrubbing counters, spilling tales of hot Mississippi summers, frying catfish with her boys after her husband died in a factory mishap years back, how her youngest, Reggie, went mute for months after, clinging to drawings instead of words. Tommy'd wheel in quietly, positioning himself just close enough to listen, his fingers twitching sometimes to her humming. I'd catch glimpses on the cams, but brush it off, too wrapped up in investor calls to notice the shift, the way she'd glance at him and say, "You hear that beat, kid? It's like life's whispering secrets, never pushing, just planting seeds in the silence." But man, that footage hit me like a freight train. I stormed downstairs, cornering Sarah in the kitchen, voice tight. "What the hell did you do? Pull him up? Trick him into standing? That's reckless. You could have hurt him." She didn't flinch, just wiped her hands on her apron, eyes steady as she shot back. "Mr. Harlan, I didn't touch a hair on that boy's head. It was just dancing to some old muddy waters, feeling the rhythm." And he chose to join in, legs shaking but spirit fierce. I paced, fuming. Millions spent on experts, and this woman with no degree cracks the code? Turns out her magic was simple. Seeing Tommy as whole, not broken. Drawing from her own pain. Reggie had asthma attacks that scared him silent again in his teens, and Sarah talked him through it, song by song, story by story. My assistant, Lena, leaked the clip online thinking it'd inspire. Folks went viral overnight. Headlines screaming, "Mystery Maid's miracle dance heals silent boy," dragging us into the spotlight, unearthing Sarah's buried grief when trolls dug up her past, accusing her of faking it for fame. I confronted Lena in a fury. "You had no right. This is my family," she fired back, tears in her eyes. And Sarah gave him what you couldn't believe, without strings. That stung deep, forcing me to face how I'd treated Tommy like a project, not a son, driven by my own shame over his mom's exit, fearing I'd failed him too. We sat on the porch that night, Sarah and I, stars twinkling over the Texas hills. She confessed softly. "I came here running from memories Reggie passed last year. Sudden flare-up, and your boy. He pulled me back to life as much as I did him." Next day, I held a quiet presser, not as the tech mogul but as a dad. Tommy stood because Sarah saw his fire, patience, music, heart. That's the real miracle, not some headline. Tommy's walking more now, chattering about blues tunes, even got me clumsily dancing one evening, giggled, full-bellied, and I thought, damn, that's worth everything. Yet here's the twist that still nags at me: was it truly Sarah's doing? Or had Tommy been ready all along, waiting for someone to stop fixing and start listening? Makes you wonder about the unsung heroes in our lives, right? If this resonates, drop a comment below. What do you think? Was the leak a betrayal or a blessing? Share your stories of quiet miracles. Let's chat about where real healing hides. Hit like if it moved you, and subscribe for more raw tales like this.